Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is Critacus, my old mate Critacus from Daddy Clan in the LT432. He is on a mission. He's on a mission to get some aces, and if he keeps going the way he keeps playing like this, he'll be smashing these missions out in no time. Critacus from Daddy in the LT432 is a Tier 8 premium Russian light tank. It's a pretty groovy looking tank. It's fast, it's quick, and it can jump around a bit. He's got the groovy camouflage on it from... It's got the 1945 camouflage. I think that was a Frontlines thing maybe a year or so ago. And the LT432 packs a bit of a punch too. It might only have an 85mm gun, but it's got 180 alpha damage. That's not bad for an 85mm. 180 alpha damage, 176 penetration. Now that's with APCR rounds, which are standard in this tank. AP rounds are premium for 218 penetration, which things like that confuse me sometimes, but never mind. He's found the pilot, the T25 Pilot 1, which is an American medium tank, premium medium tank as well, which was available through, I reckon it was a marathon mission a few years ago. Puts 2 shots into the Pilot 1. Hasn't been spotted yet. Up to 363 hit points of damage. He's got 2 damaging shots into the T25 Pilot 1. Premium Tier 8 American medium tank. Using these trees for a bit of cover and trying to utilise his I know he's going to have a really good crew in this tank, and they'll be checking out trying to find what else might be there with the T25 Pilot 1. About half a dozen tanks have been spotted in this game. It's a Tier 9 game, and there's one of them. The Object 430 lost the plot. That's a pretty groovy in-game name. He's hoping someone's going to shoot him. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to shoot him, so Critacus puts one into it. Looks like the back or the side of the Russian medium tank. Goes unspotted, rolls forward, tries to re-spot that tank. Now, I don't think Critacus is spotting this tank. I think it might be the Batchat 25T AP behind him, the baby Batchat. So he's because he can't see through those bushes. You can see as he's rolling through, the bushes become translucent, and he rolls back and they go opaque again. When they're opaque, it's very hard for Critacus to be spotted. He's switching to premium ammunition now and puts one into the tracks of the Object 430. Wait for his gun to reload. The good thing about this being a low alpha damage gun is that it's pretty quick to reload. Pops another one into the T25 Pilot 1. You can see there he's making his choice. What's he going to shoot, the Pilot or the Object 430? He'd rather shoot the Object 430 because that's a tank that can really carry this game. And if he can get him down to as low as possible hit points, he'll be able to he'll be able to carry it himself from this side. 1-1's the score, 1,101 hit points of damage so far, nearly 400 assisted damage. Looking towards a 430, trying to chip away at the Russian medium tank at Tier 9. Lots of enemy tanks spotted on the other side of the map. Critacus will be watching this side of the map as he starts carving into the T25 Pilot 1. Shoots him one at once, and the Progetto 46 from... Where's the Progetto? Where'd the Progetto killed him from... I can't even see where he is. Maybe he's directly behind him. There he is. And anyway, 2-3's the score. Critacus from Daddy Clan in the LT432. Rolling forward now. He's got side shots on the Object 430. Doesn't need premium ammunition. Has a good sense to switch back to APCR. Because I'm pretty sure APCR will fly through the air faster. But those armor-piercing rounds will penetrate harder. Now that's with a few Russian tanks have got armor-piercing rounds as premium. The T100 LT at Tier 10 is one of them, and of course this is one of them as well. 4-5 the score now. Critacus from Daddy on 1,463 hit points of damage, 416 assisted damage. Rolling forward now on the eastern side of this map because he's looking at the map. How that didn't penetrate the Lorraine, I will never know. Shoots just pulled back as looks like the Lorraine may have been tracked. The Lorraine hiding behind those houses, trying to find some cover. But Critacus working out, got him again, even though you can see the Lorraine is still spotted, but he's outside Criticus's render range. You can still shoot those tanks that are outside that circle, but you just got to sort of judge it a little bit and put the shell in the right direction. Auto aims on the GW Tiger P, Tier 8 German self-propelled gun. Shoots him again, and the Pershing picks up the kill, and Critacus gets a little bit more assisted damage. Looking for the other artillery, hoping he might be down here up at A0, up in the northeast corner of Westfield. 6-7 is the score. Finds the M40, M43. Auto aims again, shoots him once, and of course he's far too fast for this M40, M43 to do anything about the manoeuvrability and the fast firing of this Russian Tier 8 premium light tank. There's his first kill, brings up 2,793 hit points of damage. That's not a bad feat, not a bad feat at all. Bounces the Lorraine 40 ton. Of course, the LT will have more armor than the Lorraine. It's probably a harder target to hit as well because it is quite low profile. It's a small target. If you ever tried to shoot the wheel tanks or the ELC even 90, anything small is going to be hard to hit, especially if it's moving at speed. Crtiacus might not have been moving at speed there, but he did have that rock to hide behind, and he could just keep chipping away at the Tier 8 auto-loading French medium tank, and he knew that it can only fire 4 rounds before it's got a hell of a long reload compared to the LT432, which is, I think, around about 3 seconds on my one. Finds a Charioteer. The Charioteer is aiming Criticus's way. Shoots him once, takes him down to 893 damage. Shoots him again, bounces the Emil. He'll go no problems whatsoever. Didn't really bounce it. Maybe his tracks ate that. It didn't come up as block damage. And the Charioteer is going full YOLO. Shoots him with 8G for 143 hit points. And Crtiacus is saying, no worries, I've got you right where I want you now, man. Shoots him again, and this is what you call a circle of death. Just staying away from that British gun and picking up kill number 3. With a score on 11-10, Crtiacus is doing well, but he hasn't won this game yet. Please don't cap, he asks to his teammates. I don't know if I'd be leaving the cap if I was at Pershing. Pershing's a pretty slow tank from memory. The IS-3 is heading straight for him though. Look at the minimap. That IS-3 is heading straight for the Pershing, and I think Crtiacus is thinking, oh well, the Pershing wants to sit on cap. There you go. Looks like the IS-3 might have just reset the cap. Crtiacus up here. Everybody flying back towards the cap now, looking for those cap reset points. There's the Emil. Crtiacus shoots him once, and now he's down to only premium ammunition. Gets in these bushes. He wants to make it so that it's as hard as possible for the enemy tanks to spot him. Doesn't manage to penetrate the Emil that time. Shoots the Emil again. Takes him down to 336. And look at the fast reload. And the aim time, not too bad for a Russian tank. Considering, there you go, he gets the kill just as the Emil goes unspotted. Looking at the IS-3 now. The IS-3's he was shooting towards the Pershing. The Pershing is now deceased. The score's 12-11. There's 4 tanks versus 3 tanks on Crtiacus's team. Crtiacus is in the LT432. He's got artillery as well. And the AT-15, looks like the AT-15 is more interested in the SU-101. Looking at the minimap, that's where the AT-15's facing the SU-101. And it just allows Crtiacus free reign into the back of the British tank destroyer. But look, he's only got 7 rounds remaining. Maybe he should be shooting high explosive rounds. Who knows? Because this is going to be his last premium ammunition. He's got 5 HE rounds. The first one only takes him for 28 hit points. 13-12 is the score. He shoots again. Now he's only got 3 rounds remaining. It's 13-12. 4 kills. 6,708 hit points. He even puts into the chat HE. Oh, for crying out loud. He's only got HE, and now he's got to come up against an E75. 14-12 is the score. You look at the score and you think, rightio, Crtiacus might have this. He's a good player. He knows what he's doing. Sometimes he crashes into buildings, but he's puts into the chat, I've only got HE left. Wow. He's only got HE left. There's 45 seconds left on the cap. He should be able to... He should not have wasted that shot. 40 seconds left. He's got 2 HE rounds remaining. 35 seconds left on the cap. The E75, he can't shoot. With HE, you cannot shoot past those buildings. Shoots the E75 once to reset the cap. Artillery shoots him again to reset the cap. He's got 1 round remaining. 1 HE round remaining. What's he going to do? What is he going to do indeed? Shoots him, and that shot does nothing. You know, he has no ammunition left. 6,759 hit points. All he can do is keep the E75 spotted. The enemy... Some of his friends are getting quite aggressive in the chat, but it's a win. Crtiacus wins the game with 4 kills, 6,759 damage, 1,558 assisted damage. Let's have a look at the result. That could have... I don't know. I thought maybe that could have went. That really could have went either way, that game. That was absolutely amazing. Let's have a look at the result. Crtiacus was on a mission to get an ace tanker, and of course he did it. We can see that. He got the ace tanker mastery badge. You got the spotter medal for all that assisted damage that he did. Bruiser, duelist, fired up, fire for effect. You got 3 bonds because you got the Confederate medal for shooting more enemy tanks than anyone else. High caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. And he got the sniper medal as well, because look, a lot of that shooting into the that AT-15, that was just free damage all day long. Maybe he should have thrown a few HE shots at the back of the AT-15, but the back of the AT-15 is not lightly armoured. He wouldn't have penetrated, but maybe if he was looking at his ammunition, I don't know. I thought a Fadens might have been on the cards watching that one. 7,068 damage in the end, 4 kills, 1839 base experience, 50 shots fired, so we know it carries 50 rounds, 49 hit. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a 98% hit rate, 40 penetrated. 7,000 damage done, 1,558 assisted damage. He even made 101,500 credits. That's with a premium count after tax with that in that 9.5 minute game. Massive thanks, Crtiacus. That was an epic carry and 7,000 damage, ace clutch. Could have went either way, even though at the end of the game when you're winning by 3, the concern with the Progetto not moving, maybe he was on his side. I'm not too sure, but that. He could have capped it out if he had run out. I don't know what the next plan would have been. Maybe to ram him. Who knows? But a pretty epic win from Crtiacus. Check Crtiacus out on Twitch as well. The link will be down below with all the other stuff that I'll put down there. Thanks again for the replay, Crtiacus. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and see you all next time.